Okay, folks, for these screencasts, what we're going to do is we're going to plot some data. So we are going to import some data, and then we're going to plot it. And so I have this data here. This came from an Arduino. And so this first column here is the time of the Arduino, the millisecond timer. And then this was running on a quadcopter, and so this is the mode of the aircraft, 0, 1, or 2, and 0 is off, 1 is on, 2 is stabilized mode. And then here is throttle, roll, pitch, yaw input, and then these are throttle, roll, pitch, yaw commands sent to the rotors. And then this is roll, pitch, and yaw, roll, pitch, yaw rate. These minus 99s are GPS because I don't have GPS. So I'm not going to plot that, nor am I going to show you what the GPS coordinates are. But what we're going to do is we're just going to plot the time and then roll and pitch on the same plots here. And see what happens. So here we go. So first what we need to do is import the data. And so I'm going to use, oh, by the way, I'm using the Tony IDE for Python. You can write Python from command line. I have a bunch of tutorials on like different IDEs. I think I have one on Canopy. Tony has been pretty good so far, so I've been using that. So I'm going to import NumPy as NP, and NumPy is the numeric Python toolbox. And then NumPy has a really cool module called load text, and you just type this in like this and hit F5, and it should run the code. And sure enough, I have a data set here with an array with a bunch of stuff in it. Now, just to make sure that everything came out properly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in size is np.shape of data, and then I'm going to say print size of data set equals, and then size, and I'm going to hit F5 again. And down here you'll notice that there are 689 rows and 23 columns. And so if we go to our data set, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm not going to count them all, but I'm guessing there's 23. So it automatically detected that there was a delimiter of a space, and it separated everything by columns. So in order to plot it, I want time, and so time is going to be the first column. And remember that in Python, arrays start at 0, so this is actually the first column. And I then I'm going to plot the mode just so you understand how to plot. So I'm going to plot the second column, which is the mode. And so I'm going to say mode equals data all comma 1. And so I'm going to make a figure using the Python toolbox PLT, but first I have to import it. So import matplot lib.pyplot as PLT. And so that's going to import the plotting toolbox. So I'm going to make a figure. I'm going to plot time comma mode. I'm going to make an X label in time seconds. I'm going to make a Y label, which is unitless. So I'm just going to put mode. I'm going to make a grid, and then I'm going to show this plot. And I'm going to hit F5. And sure enough, there's my plot. So I've got time on the X-axis, mode on the Y. Now I wanted to plot, now plt.show needs to be at the bottom of your code, and so this is your first figure. So for your second figure, you just need to do plt.figure, and that will make a new figure. So now what I want is roll, and so that is, I need to go count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's the 11th column, and so I actually need to plot 10. And then pitch is going to be data all comma 11. And so now I'm going to do plt.plot time comma roll, and I'm going to do it in a blue line, and then I'm going to make a label and say this is roll, and then I'm going to do plt.plot time pitch, and I'm going to make a red line, label is pitch, and then plt.legend, plt.grid. I'm going to copy the X and Y label, except the Y label is now going to be angle in degrees. And that should be it. And I should be able to see both of my plots here. And So judging by this, I'm guessing that the roll is not actually what I think it is. It looks like these are all zeros, so this must be some variable that I just don't remember. So it's probably roll and pitch and yaw. So that's these 3 columns. So I'm actually just gonna plot. I'm gonna plot this one, 12, and then I did notice that it was plotting in radians. So I'm gonna do 180.0 over np.pi. So that's gonna convert to degrees. 180.0 over np.pi, and then I'm gonna hit F5 again. And there's my mode plot, and then there is my roll and pitch plot. And they look almost equal and opposite, which seems kind of odd. You know, it's interesting too. It looks like it's not actually, that's probably like a software bug. This has nothing to do with plotting, but it seems like it's not actually reading the angle when the copter is off, but then again, that doesn't make sense because yeah, I don't really know what, but anyway, I mean, the whole point of the video is just so that you learn how to plot. And so you know, from here you can click save figure, and you can save it as a PNG. You can also save it as a PDF or even an encapsulated PostScript. I have another video on how to make plots native to PDF, but I'm trying to make this video short. So if you, just short and simple, just the load text module that comes out of NumPy, and then just the plotting toolbox that comes out of Matplotlib. Hope you enjoyed this video. Happy coding.